good, y'all? So Drake is dropping episode 2 of Iceman on his YouTube channel tonight at 9 o'clock p.m., which most likely means that he will be dropping the second single from his upcoming album, Iceman. Now, I'm confused, right? Now, What Did I Miss just came out 2 weeks ago, right? The song debuted at number 2 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts, and this week it dropped from number 2 all the way to number 8. Which is a very bad sign, because usually when Drake drops a single from his album, it usually goes number 1, and if it doesn't go number 1, it usually stays in the top 5 for the first couple of weeks. So this is a red flag, right? Now, my question is this: why is Drake dropping the second single from Iceman so soon, right? Like, What Did I Miss just came out. You would think that Drake would put some money behind radio play to help that song get to number 1, or maybe put out an official music video, because this is what he did when he dropped episode 1 of Iceman, right? It pretty much was like kind of like a vlog, right? It pretty much was a vlog of, Drake standing around ice coolers. There was a scene where he was in the truck delivering ice to people, and then a part of the vlog included pretty much a music video to What Did I Miss. But I felt like it wasn't a real music video, in my opinion. Like, Drake's music videos usually don't look that low production, low budget like that one did. Like, I didn't like how that video was put out. So it seems like he's going to be doing the same thing for episode 2. I'm expecting it to be a long, pretty much like a 10-minute, 15-minute vlog where Drake is pretty much just filming what he's doing leading up to this album coming out. And I'm pretty sure that episode 2 is going to include the second single off of Iceman with the music video included in the episode, right? But I don't think that this is gonna work because it's obvious that Drake wants to beat Michael Jackson's record, right? He wants to pass Michael Jackson for the most number 1 songs on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. And if Drake is going to do that, I think that he's better off putting out his music organically, putting out an official music video, putting money into the music video. Maybe doing a song with somebody like Ed Sheeran. I keep saying, if Drake really wants to get a number 1 record, the best thing he can do is collaborate with his Canadian brethren, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is one of the most highly streamed artists in the world. He's Canadian, just like Drake is. And I don't think that Ed Sheeran and Drake has any songs together. But if Drake is going to continue putting out these episodes and putting out these songs by himself, I'm not sure that the songs are going to have the impact that Drake is looking for, right? Like, I still don't understand how Nokia didn't go number 1. Nokia, in my opinion, is a better radio single than What Did I Miss. What Did I Miss is more so like it's kind of like a motivational, song that you turn up to. Like, that's a song that you listen to when you're working out, or, if you just want to turn up, you play that shit, right? I wouldn't even say that What Did I Miss is a club song. It's just a song to get you motivated, right? I'm expecting the second single from Iceman to be a smash. Like, I'm expecting this to be like a headlines type song. Like what's another Drake song that I'm trying to think right now. I'm expecting this to be like a God's Plan headlines type song, like a song that can be played on the radio, in the club, just a banger, just an undeniable banger. And I'm not expecting Drake to have a feature on this song. I have a feeling that this Iceman album is only going to be Drake. I think Drake has made it pretty clear that, he's pissed off with all of the people that switched up on him during his beef with Kendrick Lamar. And I think that Drake wants to show people that he can go number 1. I think he wants to show people that he can have a number 1 album and he can drop a number 1 single by himself, not collaborating with anybody. Now, a lot of naysayers would argue that Drake doing collaborations is what helped him remain the number 1 artist for the past 15 years. Collaborating with people like Future, collaborating with 21 Savage, collaborating with, Metro Boomin, people like that. Obviously Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, all of those things people feel like played a factor into Drake staying as relevant as he did for so long. I disagree. I think Drake would have been relevant whether he collabed with those guys or not. I think Drake is just a talented, diverse artist that can make different styles of music. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. As a Drake fan, it looks to me like Drake is crashing out. It seems like Drake is rushing to put out this Iceman album. It seems like Drake is very frustrated at the fact that it's been a while since he's put out a #1 song on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. And it seems like he's trying to force a hit. That's just what I'm getting. It seems to me like Drake is trying to force himself to put out a song that goes #1 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. And it's looking like this album is going to be coming out very soon, man. I mean, we're almost in August. I'm expecting this album to be out by the end of August. Because think about it, guys, he's dropping the second single after the first single just came out 2 weeks ago. So I'm expecting another single to come out in the next 2 weeks. After this song drops tonight, he's probably going to drop an episode 3. And I think after the third single, he's just going to go ahead and put out this Iceman album. Now, my question is this to you guys. When Drake puts out this Iceman album, do you guys think it's going to go #1? Do you guys think that any of these singles that Drake is putting out before the album comes out, do you guys think that any of these songs is going to go #1 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts? I think if Drake continues to put out songs by himself, I don't see it happening. Not because, listen, if Drake wasn't suing his record label, I think everybody listening to this video would agree that Nokia would have went #1 and What Did I Miss would have went #1. But because Drake decided to drop a lawsuit on Universal Records and he dropped a lawsuit on radio stations, he pretty much, Drake pretty much alleged that Universal Music Group was paying radio stations payola, which is illegal. He's saying that his record label was paying iHeartRadio and other radio stations to pretty much play Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us more than they should have. And when you do that, bro, I mean, you can't get mad at the radio stations for not wanting to play your song because you pretty much tried to sue them and you pretty much tried to tarnish their name. Now, the only thing Drake can do to fix this, bro, is he's gonna have to spend money to promote his own songs. He's gonna have to go do some interviews at the big time radio stations. Like, for example, Drake, I hate to say this, bro, but you might want to go do an interview with The Breakfast Club, bro. You might want to go do an interview with Ebro at Hot 97. I'm just being honest, Drake. You might want to go do an interview with somebody like Peter Rosenberg because you need the radio stations to go #1. You need them. Now, listen, I think the best case scenario is if when Drake drops Iceman, right? There's a high possibility that when he officially drops Iceman, that one of those songs is going to go #1. Because remember, when he put out his last album, For All the Dogs, right? One of those songs went #1. When he put out Certified Lover Boy, one of those songs debuted at, I think like the first 10 slots on the Billboard charts were all songs from Certified Lover Boy. But that was Drake before he decided to sue his label, before he decided to sue radio stations for, allegedly taking payola from UMG to push Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, right? So, I don't know, man. Drake, if you're listening to this video, bruh, Drake, I think you need to take a break from music. I think you need to chill out. Go do some acting, right? Like when's the last time Drake did acting? Like, Drake, go back to being the actor, bro. You're a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, go film a couple movies. Go film a couple TV series for Netflix. Drake has so much money, Drake. You can film your own movies, my nigga. You can film independent movies starring you. You know what I'm saying? But I think you need to take a break from music and you need to wait until this lawsuit is over with. Whether you and Universal come to a settlement or whether you win the case, whether you lose the case, I think that you need to fix this relationship with UMG And either you sign a new deal with them, or you leave them and sign to another label, or you just become independent. Because as long as you have this lawsuit against Universal Music Group, bro, I don't think they're gonna allow you to have a #1 song. You can have a #1 album. You see, the album that you just put out with Party Next Door, that album went #1 the first week. But none of those songs from the album went #1. No Kia is the only song on that album to go #2. It never went to #1. I swear to God, bro, when Drake put out What Did I Miss, I thought it was going to go #1 because I seen a lot of basketball players listening to it. I seen all the streamers like Kai Cenat and Duke Dennis. Everybody was listening to the song. I thought it was going to go #1. Even when they debuted at #2, I said, this song is probably going to go #1 the next week. When I see it went from #2 to #8, bruh, I said, damn. I said, Universal Music Group, they're not going to allow this nigga to go #1. It's just not going to happen. Because they're trying to show people that nobody is bigger than the label, bro. Nobody is bigger than the machine. And everybody knows, bro, songs going #1 is not because of what song is the best. It's not because of what song is the most popular. It's because of what song the record label is paying the most money to promote. Guys, your song can't even go on the Billboard charts unless you pay money to get it on the radio. It won't even debut. Look at Tory Lanez. If you look at Tory Lanez's album Alone at Prom, he has songs on that album that has over 1 billion streams. None of those songs ever debuted on the Billboard charts. None of those songs was top 10, top 15, top 20 on the Billboard charts. Yet, there's like 3 songs off that album that has over 1 billion streams. It was an 80s album that Tory Lanez did. But Tory Lanez is independent. He's no longer signed to Interscope Records, and he didn't pay money to get those songs on the radio. So because of that, the songs never went on the Billboard charts. And that just goes to show, bro, it's not about how many streams you get. It's not about whether your song is trending #1 on YouTube. It's about if the label is putting money behind your song to solidify it to go #1. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, Drake, as long as you're suing your label, bro, until you drop this lawsuit, bro, you're not going to have another #1 song, bro. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. I am excited for episode 2 of Iceman. I will be tuned in. I will give you guys a review of it tomorrow, maybe even tonight after it drops. So make sure you subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, man. Is Drake dropping his second single from Iceman too soon? Let me know in the comment section. I'm out.